Yeah, welcome to another beautiful video. Of course, today we're going to talk about why real estate is the best niche in digital marketing, of course, social media marketing. I really have been into this game for long enough, more than a year and 6 months right now, and I've been basically dealing with mostly real estate agents, and of course I've been able to know the pros and cons of real estate. And it's been most of the money I've generated in this business has basically been from real estate. So I know how to actually deliver this, their different services, how to manage their clients, and of course, beat their expectations. And at the same time, I've been able to understand how to, run different ads, for real estate agents to get more customers. So today I'll be sharing with you exactly why real estate is actually the best, niche to start in social media marketing agency. If I should go back when I started, I think I started with mostly dentists and a few chiropractors, but now, if I should go back, I would rather start with real estate agents actually, because of what I've been able to learn through, the years, building them organic traffic, and of course, getting them their different, customers and clients. So, if this is your first time in this channel, please like, subscribe, and at the same time, I'll promise that I'll keep on bringing you quality content to help you grow your own social media marketing agency, and at the same time, help us make money together. Alright, before we go into this, I'm going to state it very clearly that there is no golden niche. Like, this is a niche that as soon as you go into it, you're going to start making lots of money, and of course, it's just now, there's no really a golden niche. The most important thing is that you're able to figure out a strategy that works for you, and at the same time channel it to a particular niche, like laser focus on that niche. And the more you deal with that niche, the more you're able to find better ways and better strategies of actually getting the best out of it, reaching more clients, delivering services and the rest of them. But for me, I'd rather consider my outreach method, and at the same time also considering how much I'm able to deliver in that particular niche, like different services, if I would be able to reach those main decision makers in that particular niche, and at the same time the kind of services that niche actually requires. If I'm able to do those two things, then of course it's definitely going to be something I will go into. All right, pro number one, of course, for the real estate, as I told you already, you need to be able to reach out to the main decision makers. And for real estate, more than 80% of the people that I speak to in real estate, like agents, most of them are the boss. They don't have any gatekeepers. You don't have to go through, okay, let's wait, and of course I'll get back to you. I have to get to the boss first. No, most of the real estate agents that I speak to, that I actually reach out to, most of them are actually the boss. And that's a good thing, because as soon as you get on the phone, of course, maybe you get on the call with the boss, like cold calling, that you are speaking with a decision maker, the person that is ready to dish out the money to you, that is ready to jump on the services with you. So when I'm reaching out to them on Instagram or Facebook, and the good thing is that most of these real estate agents are on different social media pages, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So as soon as you reach out to this particular person, there's high probability that this guy is the boss and the decision maker in that particular real estate firm. And you now pitch them your services, that this is what I can do for you. And if you are really good enough, definitely they'll be ready to work with you, because no real estate agent wants to sit out and of course doesn't have customers. They want to make more profits. They want to get more customers. So if you're able to reach out to them like cold calling, SMS, Instagram DM, Facebook, and any which way you can reach them, cold calling especially, they are going to be ready to listen to you. And if your services and your pitch is good enough, they're ready to going to jump on board and of course work with you. So the most important thing is to know that real estate is really my best, because I'm able to reach the decision makers more than 80% of the time, and these guys are the one to give you the money. So con number one for real estate, is really complex. If you don't know what you're doing, it's very complex, in the sense that most of this real estate, you're not trying to sell some gym membership for $20 or you're probably trying to get a dentist or chiropractor patient that will pay like less than $50, for the services. It has to do with basically people that are, trying to make one of the biggest decisions of their life, millions and millions of dollars, and they're trying to buy a home or commercial property or whatever. I mean, you need to understand that these people would always, take time. They would be very careful, with, this decision. So it's more of a very complex in terms of getting quality leads, setting appointments, and able to set surveys that would actually disqualify people that are not. Some people are actually just making, they're not really interested to buy a home. They're just still considering buying a home. So you should be able to know how to disqualify, leads, like getting quality leads to your, real estate agents, and for them to actually, book the appointments and of course get them on a call. So it's really important to know and master a good strategy, to help these people, make the best decision in terms of actually buying a home or commercial property or whatever it is. And at the same time, getting quality leads for these, real estate agents to finally, take them to the property, show them and give them the services they require to finally buy that home or that property. So real estate is actually one of the most complex niches, but at the same time one of the most highly profitable, for we digital marketers. And I was explaining to you already why it's really complex, because it's a niche that actually demands high volume, and at the same time financial decisions from these different real estate buyers. So they need to take their time. They need to really go through lots of conviction. You need to really be very good at what you do to be able to get this quality leads coming through the door. Then you pass it to the real estate agents to actually provide the services. Then at the same time, if you learn and know what you do, of course, real estate is such a very amazing niche, but at the same time, it's very complex. Pro number 2 is actually there are really lots and lots of real estate agents out there. I mean, when you search across the city, you can find thousands and thousands of real estate agents. Like I think in the United States alone, like in New York, you have like more than 300,000 real estate agents scattered around the city. Like it depends on where you look at actually. And as I told you already, your location doesn't actually limit you to finding clients in other locations. You can be in another city and finding clients in another location. You can be in another country, and at the same time you can search for clients in another country. So the fact is that this is a very good thing that we have many real estate agents around the world. They are like very, very lots of them around the world. So you can equally reach out to as much as them as you can. Once you provide them the right services, most of these guys will want to jump in, to work with you. So one good thing, which is a pro for me, is that there are lots of real estate agents around the world. And I told you already, about 80% of these real estate agents, most of them are the boss. They are decision makers. So once you're reaching out to them, they're the ones to make the decision. They're either going to decide to work with you or they decide not to work with you. So I think as for me, this is one good pro. And of course, I look forward to reaching out to more clients. And if this is your first time, get on board, and real estate is the place to be. Number 2 con would be definitely, that's the same thing we're talking about. We have lots of real estate agents scattered around the world. And at the same time, we have lots of digital marketers that are actually targeting this different real estate. So it actually makes the entire thing like it's actually already saturated. I mean, at the same time, so all you need to do is to actually be good at your game. You need to have like a very good strategy, your guarantees, and of course something that separates you from these other digital marketers that are already speaking to these real estate agents. And of course, I mean, I'm going to tell you that most of the real estate agents that I reach out to, they'll tell me that, do you know that you are actually, I get like 3 or 4 different DMs and cold calls, from different digital marketers, and you're probably the 5th person just for today. And I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm the 5th person, but of course I have a different, services that is way, way better, which is something very new. And I believe and I guarantee that I'll bring you more clients and bring you more profits on the long term. So you need to be able to sell them, something that I've not really heard. You need to stand different. you shouldn't be scared of being different. You should dig deeper and find something that is very unique, a unique service, and listen with the right offer and present it to these people. And most of the time, you be able to close, your clients and above of 60 to 70% rate, as long as your services, your offer is very, very good. I mean, you need to be very good at your game. And one thing with digital marketing is that the more you're able to close more clients, provide them with the services and the profits they require, the better you're gonna get. And of course, I mean, when I started, I wasn't this good. I mean, I had to learn. I'm still learning, of course. There are days that you don't close enough. There are services you can provide, and all these things would actually keep getting you better, and you keep on, getting. It's a gradual process, So you need to understand that you have to be good at what you do, to be different, to be unique, and stand out from the rest of the digital marketers, that is springing up around the world. But at the same time, real estate still remains the best as long as you have a very good offer, and you listen with the right, you know what you do, and the world is want to work with you. Yes, so far so good. As I said, real estate is actually one of the best. But of course, if you want a very good bonus tip from me, and which is probably the golden tip you're gonna get out of this video, I'll advise you to go into pest control. Of course, it has to do with real estate, and this is like where there's little competition. And of course, if your game is good, you're gonna crush it. You're gonna have your agency blowing up lots of money, and of course, people reaching out to you because you know what you do. And one final advice I have for you is that you need to be laser focused. Find a specialized niche, for instance, like pest control, and keep doing it. The more you do it, the more better you get at it, and of course, the better services and offer you're able to provide to your different clients, and of course, make more money on the long term. Thanks for watching, and of course, I'll see you in my next one, and I wish you the best. Let's make this money together.